Good morning, students. Students, today we will do our Unit 2 Principles of Management. Principles of Management are given by Henry Fayol. These are general guidelines for the managers for taking balanced decisions. Okay, there are 14 principles of management. Number 1, division of work. Number 1, division of work. According to this principle, as far as possible, the whole work should be divided into small parts, and each individual should be assigned only one part of the work according to his ability and taste repeatedly, so that the benefits of specialization may be achieved. Okay, second principle is authority and responsibility. Authority and responsibility. According to this principle, authority and responsibility should go hand in hand. It means that when a particular individual is given a particular work and he is made responsible for the results, this can be possible only when he is given sufficient authority to discharge his responsibility. Now, third principle is discipline. According to this principle, the organizational rules and employment agreement should be obeyed by both the superiors and subordinates, which are necessary for the successful working of the organization. Now, here is fourth principle, unity of command. According to this principle, an individual employee should receive orders from only one superior at a time, and that employee should be answerable only to that superior. Okay. Now, fifth principle is unity of direction. Unity of direction. Unity of direction means that there should be one head and one plan for a group of activities having the same objective. For example, suppose an automobile company is manufacturing two products, namely scooters and cars, hence having two divisions. Okay, as each product has its own markets and problems, therefore each division must have its own heads. Clear? Now, sixth principle is subordination of individual interest to general interest. Subordination of individual interest to general interest. According to this principle, the interests of an organization should take priority over the interests of any one individual employee. Clear? For example, a purchase manager of a company has to purchase 100 tons of raw material. His son happens to be a supplier along with other suppliers in the market. The manager purchases the raw material from the firms of his son at a rate higher than the market rate. Okay, this will profit the manager personally, but the company will incur heavy loss. This situation is undesirable. Now, seventh principle. Seventh principle is remuneration to employees. Remuneration to employees. According to this principle, the employees should be paid fair remuneration, which should give them at least a reasonable standard of living. Now, eighth principle is centralization and decentralization. According to this principle, the superiors should adopt effective centralization instead of complete centralization and complete decentralization. Here, centralization means having the power, having the whole power in own hands. Okay. For example, the decisions in respect of determining the objectives and policies, expansion of business, etc. These are important decisions. Okay, should remain in hands of the superiors. On the other hand, authority for the purchase of raw material, granting leave to the employees, etc. Should be delegated to the subordinates. Okay. Now, Ninth principle is scalar chain. Scalar chain. Meaning of scalar chain: it refers to a formal line of authority and communication which moves from highest to the lowest ranks in a straight line. Clear? Now about it, Fayol's opinion, what is? This chain must be followed in a strict manner. It means each communication must move from top to bottom and vice versa in a straight line. The important condition here is that no step or no post should be overlooked during the communication. Now, for example, in a company, the employee F wants to have contact with employee P. According to the principle of scalar chain, F should have to reach A through the medium of E, D, C, B, and then having contact with L, M, N, O shall reach P. Thus, F shall have to take the help of all the 9 steps or posts to have business contact with P. Clear? Now, here is a concept of gangplank. What is gangplank? It is the exception of the principle of scalar chain. This concept was developed to establish a direct contact with the employee of equal rank in case of emergency to avoid delay in communication. For example, as shown, as we described above, employee F can have direct contact with employee P, but for doing so, employees F and P shall have to seek the prior permission of their immediate bosses, and these are E and O. The details of their talk also shall have to be given to them. Okay. Now, 10th principle is order. What this principle says? According to this principle, a right person should be placed at the right job and a right thing should be placed at the right place. According to Fayol, every enterprise should have 2 different orders: material order for physical resources and social order for human resources. Keeping the physical resources in order means that a proper place for everything and everything in its right place. Similarly, keeping the human resources in order means a place for everyone and everyone in his appointed place. Now, the principle of equity. 11th principle is principle of equity. What this principle says? According to this principle, the managers should treat their subordinates as fairly as possible so that they develop a feeling of dedication for their work. For example, a laborer completes 10 units of goods in a day. Another laborer who happens to be a relative of the superior completes 8 units, but both get equal remuneration. This violates the principles of equality. The second laborer should get less remuneration than the first one. Now, the principle of stability of personnel. Stability of personnel. According to this principle, there should be a stability of tenure of the employees so that the work continues efficiently. Now, the principle of initiative. According to this principle, employees in the organization must be given an opportunity in making and executive plans. Clear? 14 principle. Last principle is aspirate de corps. Aspirate de corps. As per this principle, a manager should continuously make efforts to develop a team spirit among the subordinates. To do this, he or she should use the word we instead of I during the conversation with subordinates. For example, a manager should always say that we will do this work instead of I will do this. This behavior of a manager will keep alive the spirit of cooperation among the subordinates. Okay students, today we have done the 14 principles given by Fayol. Thank you.